Good afternoon, diehards. Matty G in. American League Championship Series. Red Sox host the Houston Astros. Going to talk a lot about this series. Not super confident going into this thing. Houston's a really good team. They're playing their best baseball of the season. They have a lineup that is relentless, just like ours. Both teams have good starting pitching. The Astros maybe have a tiny edge because of how good Charlie Morton has been from the season started to now. And the bullpen, they definitely have an advantage. I'm not counting the Red Sox out. Winning the first two games is essential. I don't care what they have to do to win Game 2 with David Price. First of all, they lose tomorrow night, we got problems. Chris Sale is our ace. He should go out and beat Verlander at home. Game 2, we got Price going. You just got to find a way to win the game. Whether it's bunting, sacrificing. The Red Sox did a great job of hitting and running against the Yankees. They capitalized 4 different times in that series on hit and runs on odd number counts, which proved to be huge. Going first to third on some plays, putting a lot of pressure on their starting pitching, especially in the Severino game where they banged out 16 runs. Now, first matchup, Chris Sale and Justin Verlander. I don't think it's a coin flip, guys. Chris Sale looks dominant. Even though he's not throwing the high 90 fastball, 99, 98, he's working his breaking ball, his off-speed pitch, and his cut fastball, or whatever you want to call it, four seam, and having good command of all pitches. He looked great in Game 1, and I believe you're going to see him pitch hopefully as well in Game 1 against Houston. They have to find a way to win this game. Everybody's available. Remember, this is the American League Championship Series. You don't know when you're going to get back here. The last time we were here was 2013. We won the series against the Tigers in 6. Great series. The memory of that was David Ortiz taking Torrey Hunter over the wall on a home run at Fenway. But a grand slam, actually. I'm concerned. I'm not worried. I think the Red Sox have just as good a chance to win this thing, but they have to find a way to win these 2 games. If they go back to Houston 1-1, or God forbid 0-2, you can kiss this thing goodbye. Houston's really good in that Little League field they call Minute Maid Park, and I think that is going to be a difficult task if they're behind or they lose home field advantage. You know, I think they can steal one in Houston. So coming back 3-2, I love our chances with 2 games at Fenway, where you're going to probably have Sale pitching one of them, or at least be available in the bullpen to pitch one of them. Now, if they're down 3-1 going into Game 5, obviously you have to move Sale and pitch them, regardless of how you want to play this thing, because you can't lose. The lineups, we'll go through them. Houston's got some good bats. Jose Altuve had 4 home runs against us last year in the division series. Hit 3 off of in Game 1, 2 off of Sale. You also have George Springer, who has been on fire in the playoffs. Already 3 home runs in the Cleveland series. He hit a Major League record 10 last postseason for the Astros in their World Series title run. You have Carlos Correa, one of the best shortstops in baseball, playing short, good defense, great power, a really good above-average shortstop in the major leagues. Maybe the best. You have guys like Evan Gattis, Brian McCann, Drew Patera calls the game behind the plate, but you have Gattis who can give you a big bat off the bench or DH with that right-handed power, tears the cover off the ball in Houston. You got other guys like Jake Marisnick, who's a really good player. He's having a great postseason for the Astros so far this year. He's coming to his own this season. Plays great defense, and his bat is starting to come. And this is a scary, scary team. We all knew we were going to end up playing these guys, but looking at them on paper, they are a scary, scary team, and they are a big threat to ending our season. Now, that being said, I have confidence in the Red Sox. I'm back my team all the way. I never quit on them. I think Mookie Betts continues to hit. J.D. Martinez continues to hit. Xander Bogaerts, Benintendi, they continue to hit. The Red Sox are going to be fine. They're going to be in this thing. And the pitching matchups are as follows. First 2 games that we know of right now, Sale, Verlander. I give the edge to the Red Sox in that one. David Price against Garrett Cole. Obviously, Houston has a big edge in that game. Cole was lights out this season. I believe he won 16 games and he had almost 300 strikeouts. At the end of May, he was averaging almost 15 Ks per game, per 9 innings, which is ridiculous. So, saying that, Game 2 is huge. I don't want to look ahead. I'm only focused on tomorrow, but Game 2 is humongous in this series. Humongous. Because if the Red Sox have Price come and give us another, mediocre performance, and the game's over in the 4th inning, it's going to really take the winds out of everyone's sails. It's going to ruin, thank God it's on Sunday, because I'm going to watch the Patriots regardless, but last week, the way he pitched, it ruined my Sunday for football a week ago, because I just didn't want to see any sports, Price needs to be the guy we're paying him to be. It's simple. $30 million, pitch like a $30 million pitcher. Don't pitch scared. Don't nimble. Throw your fastball. Pitch inside on hitters. Work the corners. Do what you need to do. Christian Vasquez or Sandy Leon, whoever's catching this game, has to be on their A game calling this game. Because 1 or 2 mistakes against this Astros team and it's lights out. Good, see you the heck later. I do think that the McCullers / Ozuna / Peacock advantage in their bullpen is huge. They have a bridge, meaning if one of their starters starts to stumble, Lance McCullers coming out of the bullpen is huge. Dallas Keuchel, also a good pitcher in the back end. You're going to probably see him and Morton in 3 and 4 against Porcello and Eovaldi. Expecting Eovaldi to pitch 7 scoreless innings in Minute Maid Field is unrealistic. I don't think you're going to see that. He had success against the Yankees and he pitched great, but that's asking too much. The Red Sox middle relievers, Bonds, Brazier, Workman, Joe Kelly, if they give him the ball at some point, have to get it done. That is the key to this series. If they want to have any chance at winning this series, they have to do exactly what they did in Game 4 against the Yankees. Throw up zeros, okay? I think that, not having Stephen Wright hurts a little bit, because if you do run into a problem, he's your long guy. Erod's going to take that spot, which I have confidence in Erod, but he can be wild at times. He needs to throw strikes. The one thing you got to love about Rick Porcello is he throws strikes, pounds the zone. That is what you want in the playoffs. You don't want guys nibbling like Kimbrel the other night, throwing breaking balls every pitch and throwing balls all over the place. Got no command or control of his breaking ball. And Vasquez kept calling first pitch breaking ball, first pitch breaking ball. When he hit Neil Walker in the leg, he couldn't have got out of the way. It's an 88-mile-an-hour breaking ball that hit him in the knee. Nobody was getting out of the way of that. So Kimbrel's another issue where he needs to be on his A game. Listen, the Red Sox, to be the best, you got to beat the best. I said this to Andy yesterday. And if they want to be the best, they got to beat the champs. I have the utmost confidence in the world in this team. I think I'm going to pick the Red Sox in 7 games, and you could call me a homer, fine, whatever. But I think that if it plays out the way I think it's gonna, they're going to have 2 shots to finish this thing off in Boston. Coming home 3-2. Steal 1 in Houston, win the first 2 games in Boston, and then you come home 3-2 and you have 2 cracks at it. That is what I'm hoping for. So that's my prediction there. We covered the lineups. Guys like Vasquez continue to hit at the bottom of the lineup. Jackie Bradley Jr., if they give you some, Brock Holt, he'll be in this series at some point. Again, he'll definitely be in this series probably tomorrow night in Game 1 against Verlander. I think you're going to see guys play above their ability, like Holt did hitting for the cycle the other night. And Kinsler's another big piece in this series. He's going to be a righty. When he gets a crack at Keuchel, hopefully he can do some damage in that game. Listen, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I look worried, nervous, but it's going to be all fun. This is great. October baseball, there's nothing better than it. And I'm looking forward to the Red Sox going to the World Series. That's my take. So I got Red Sox in 7. I'll be back tomorrow to preview Game 1. And smile, guys. We got a shot at this.